You're gaining weight, you're exhausted, your mood is off, and nothing you've tried is working. That's when women start thinking that something deeper must be going on. And a lot of times, it's the thyroid. I'm Dr. Jake Schmutz, a naturopathic medical doctor and integrative physician. If your body is changing in ways that you can't explain, your thyroid could be at the center of it. Let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense. So how do you know if your symptoms could be thyroid related? First of all, you need to look at some of the basic symptoms that could be related to the thyroid. So it's fatigue, it's brain fog, it's thinning or losing your hair, it's being constipated, cold all the time. It could even lead to muscle aches. If you have a couple of those, you should get your thyroid checked out. So some of the signs that you get from an underactive thyroid is, like we said, you're going to be tired, you're going to have brain fog, you're going to start losing your hair, but also you could start losing your eyebrows too. So it starts thinning from the outsides, and then your bowel movements start to slow down. You start getting constipated, not absorbing nutrients as well. And then it increases your inflammatory state. So you could get a lot of joint pains that go along with it. So what are the signs of actually a overactive thyroid? So overactive thyroid is kind of the opposite, but not totally there, because overactive thyroid, still most people are tired. But the difference there is they're kind of like this wired but tired type of feeling. They're overstimulated. Their heart is racing. They're having difficulty sleeping. Many times doesn't go along with constipation, but sometimes it can do that also. But big thing is you feel like you're way too jazzed up on caffeine all the time is usually when you should be like, hey, we really need to get my thyroid checked out because I think I might have hypothyroidism. I think that these symptoms are missed so often is because the doctor doing the testing isn't looking at them in detail enough. Someone comes in with fatigue, most doctors are going to be like, hey, let's just check your thyroid out. But they're only going to be checking the TSH, which is just a small piece to the puzzle, okay? That's just telling us your pituitary gland is working and sending a signal to the thyroid. It's not absolutely telling us that your T4 production is good from the thyroid gland. It doesn't tell us that T4 is actually getting converted to T3 when it's outside the thyroid. And it doesn't tell us what's actually getting inside the cell. So they don't do the detailed testing to really look at it. They many times won't even order the thyroid because they're like, hey, you're just stressed out. It's okay. You just need to calm down. You're just in a stressful time right now. So that gets overlooked a lot, and then symptoms don't go away, and then eventually it gets diagnosed in the future because it gets so severe. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms that I'm talking about, like you're tired, fatigued, losing your hair, constipated, cold, or let's say you're overstimulated and you're anxious and you can't sleep, etc., you definitely should be thinking, I think my thyroid might be off. I should go to the doctor that knows how to order the appropriate laboratory test and make the appropriate diagnosis if you're experiencing those symptoms. So what would be the difference between a conventional medical doctor and a naturopathic medical doctor in getting a diagnosis with a thyroid condition? So I've touched on this a little bit. You go to the conventional allopathic medical doctor. They might not do detailed testing enough. Now, if you have really severe thyroid issue, the TSH is going to be off many times. But if you have more functional hypothyroidism, you have some of these conversion issues of T4 or T3 and not getting thyroid in, that's going to look normal. So coming to a naturopathic medical doctor, go and look in much more detail on this. They're going to order a TSH, free T3, free T4, reverse T3, thyroid peroxidase antibodies. And that's what a naturopathic doctor is going to look at that because they're looking at the true cause of what's going on. So those are the big differences between the two professions. If you're dealing with these kind of symptoms and not really getting clear answers, use the link in the description to book a consultation with me. This way we can help you figure out what's really going on.